Even Noam Chomsky has deep ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Noam Chomsky, the supposed far-left anti-Israeli radical, pound around. I was just listening to Greg Greenwald talk about you because I can't stand Chomsky. Guy's a scum. Always has been, always will be. Never mind his COVID stuff, just his whole take on just a scumbag, dude. His academics and whatnot. Thomas Wolfe destroyed Chomsky in Thomas Wolfe's book, Kingdom of Speech. If you haven't read that, you are R-O-N-G. Wrong. That's how we spell it in Maine. R-O-N-G. You need to read Kingdom of Speech. I think it might be Thomas Wolfe's last book before he died, R.I.P., because that guy's a legend. He also destroyed Darwin, too, by the way, and made me aware of Alfred Russel Wallace, who I was ignorant about before. And it turns out Alfred Russel Wallace, not only did he challenge flat earthers, but he also challenged the vaccine pushers. Very interesting, Alfred Russel Wallace. Love that guy. And if memory serves, he died broke while we talk about Darwin to this day. Anyway, the point being, Chomsky was pounding around, not only with Jeffrey Epstein, was pounding around with Barak Arud, or whatever the hell the guy's name is, from Israel. Like, he used to be the president or prime minister of Israel before Netanyahu came along. I just find this incredibly funny. And Chomsky, like, wrote a letter of reference, a character witness, essentially, on behalf of Jeffrey Epstein. But everyone wants to get mad at Marjorie Taylor Greene. Wait, huh? She just wants an accounting. Hey, let's just have a vote, straight up vote. Should we release the Epstein files or not in the House of Representatives? Let's just have a vote. Not some underhanded trick to say, oh, we tried, but the Democrats stopped us. Yeah, let's just have a straight up vote. Just do a vote. Say, this is the vote to release the Epstein files. That's all Marjorie Taylor Greene wants. And, of course, Trump, because he obviously does not want the stuff released, is saying no. And the more Trump says no, the more you're like, what are you hiding? What are you hiding? This is where I just don't understand, dude. I was never all that concerned about the Epstein files at all. I just wasn't. But the more the Trumpster, of all people, says, nah, dude, we got to, remember, initially they had, Mike Cervenich or whatever the hell that guy's name is, and Laura Loomer and all these idiots at the White House with their binders of Epstein documentation. And that was a big nothing burger. Everyone looked like an idiot. And then then the DOJ said, Kash Patel and Pam Bondi, Diane Bongino, hey, there's nothing here. It's a conspiracy theory. Okay. And then, then some of the emails get leaked to, I guess, Jamie Raskin, who would be my congressman if I still lived in Silver Spring, Maryland. And I don't, because I don't like men, because if you live in Silver Spring, Maryland, where I used to live, obviously you don't like the beauty of a woman, if that makes sense. And I do like the beauty of the woman. That's why I married a beautiful woman. But anyway, and so he has some staffer release the link, the leaked email files from Epstein. It sounds like it was received by ill-gotten ways and whatever, man. I don't like the leak stuff, but hey, this is real stuff, dude. And so Jamie Raskin, I think it's his son killed himself. It's just weird how deep these guys are into politics, where even if your son dies, you're still gonna be like, I'm still gonna be it just is weird, man. I get it. Everyone mourns differently. If my son killed himself, I think I might just take a more friendly tact in terms of being a political animal. It just seems like, life's too short to be hating on people. It's just weird, which is why I like what Marjorie Taylor Greene's doing. Going on The View, going on CNN, not because she's a lefty, but she's like saying, look, I think we need to have more bipartisanship. Completely agree. More ways to help the American people without being so freaking hostile towards each other. 100%, dude. I think she's throwing out the Olive Branch and saying, Olive Branch saying, look, can we at least find some middle ground to at least build from within and move out? I mean, what the hell? I completely agree with that. Anyway, so the point being is, you got all these political hounds saying, we voted, but it's the Democrats who stopped it. And of course, before, the Democrats are saying, there's nothing in the Epstein files. And of course, they didn't vote to release it either. So you just got this, obviously, shenanigans going on. And not only Noam Chomsky, but Larry Summers. If you think it stops there, you're crazy. Obviously, these people are freaking running rampant in society. Whether or not they're peds or not, I don't have any clue. My inclination is probably not, because I just can't imagine being a pede. I just literally can't imagine that there are men out there, maybe women, well, I guess women too, some teachers. Hear about this one teacher in, I don't know what state it was, but she a middle school teacher, and she was getting basically molested I think it's a 7th grade boy or something like that. And then when the 7th grade boy wanted to break up the relationship, she stalked him. It's freaking crazy, man. You got these crazy people out there who run the country. But anyway, I can't imagine there's that many of them, because I can't imagine being that guy. I just no way. But it's evil, dude. Talking to a good friend of mine the other day, and I'll just tell you what he's going. I don't want to say much more, but there's demons out there. Let's just put it that way. There are demons out there, and they're affecting all aspects of life. And somehow we're making the demons even more prominent by A, pretending they're not there, and B, not getting to the root of some of these demons. And maybe it is Epstein or not. I don't know. I don't think he himself is the I just think he's part of the problem, but he's definitely not the head of the snake, for heaven's sake. And just not to be wanting this to be at least absorbed. And again, like I said last night on the live stream, if Trump's in there and he did bad things, he needs to go unequivocally. I got no qualm saying that at all. What the hell is that? Ugh, yucky. That's one ugly animal or bug. I hate the fact people kill bugs. Why you gotta kill bugs, man? Obviously, they're attacking you, kill them. But, man, if there's just a bug walking on the street, don't kill bugs. If a mosquito comes and lands on you, yeah, get them. But other than that, just let things be. Hey, so if Chomsky's involved, though, pretty interesting. Chomsky also happened to marry a lady 30 years his junior, about 10 years or so ago, a Brazilian lady named Valerie Wasserman. He married in 2014. I just find that interesting, too, because Chomsky pounded around with Barack Arud, or whatever that guy's name is, Jeffrey Epstein, marries Valerie Wasserman in Brazil, and Jeffrey Epstein, apparently, Wall Street Journal says, I don't know what the hell happened, but there was a financial transaction, allegedly, between Chomsky and I don't know what the other receiving party was. The Wall Street Journal reported that. I'm just staying with the Wall Street Journal. I'm not making a claim. I don't know. I'll just say allegedly. Oh no, I snapped. That's what Kwame Brown says. Funny. But I mean, where does it end? Why not get to the bottom of it? I don't think we're ever going to get to the bottom of it. But I do chuckle at all these people anti-Marjorie Taylor Greene now. Because apparently the rhinos are Thomas Massey, Rand Paul, Tucker Carlson, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Apparently the MAGA is Ben Shapiro, Lindsey Graham, and all these other clowns. Mark Levin and freaking Sean Hannity, or I don't know who else. I don't know. It's insane, dude. Fox News is a MAGA. Yeah. Stupid. All right. God bless.